Hi friends, my name is Preeti. So today I'm going to discuss about sedatives and hypnotics. These are the drugs which are used to induce sleep. Okay, they are used to treat insomnia, the condition which is called as sleeplessness. Okay, we'll start. So this is the classification of drugs. So first, sedatives are nothing but these are the drugs which induce calm, peace, and control the excitement, and they cause the relaxed feeling. Okay, but hypnotics, these are the drugs which actually induce sleep. Okay, and high doses of sedatives also induces sleep. Okay, and here we can see these are the stages of the sleep: awake, dozing, unequivocal sleep, and deep sleep transition, and then finally the cerebral sleep. Okay, here the drugs used are barbiturates and benzodiazepines. See, why only these drugs? Because these are the drugs which act on the GABA receptor, and they decrease the excitation. Okay, so here we can see the first classification is based on the duration of action. Okay, now under this we have long acting, which are phenobarbital and methylbarbital, and then short acting drugs means for 1 to 2 hours, pentobarbital and secobarbital, and these are allyl derivatives. Okay, and ultra short acting 30 seconds to 5 minutes. These include thiopental and thioamylal. These are allyl derivatives. And here these long acting drugs are used in anticonvulsants, and these ultra short acting are also used as general anesthetics. Okay, widely used in general anesthetics. Okay, and the metabolite of pentobarbital is thiopental, and the metabolite of secobarbital is thioamyl. And here we can see the medium acting drugs for about 3 to 5 hours. It includes alobarbital and amobarbital. And under old non-barbiturate hypnotics, these are hypnotics, but they are not the barbiturates. Okay, it includes triclophos sodium, chloral hydrate, and paraldehyde. And this is the structure of barbiturates. Okay, just remember the structure. And next we come to benzodiazepines. It includes hypnotics, anxiolytics, anticonvulsants, and newer non-benzodiazepine hypnotics. Okay, this is the structure of benzodiazepine. And under hypnotics, we have a diazepam, midazolam, which consists of diazepam plus imidazoline. Midazolam consists of imidazoline, and triazolam, flurazepam, nitrazepam, and alprazolam. And anxiolytics, we have diazepam, oxazepam, lorazepam, alprazolam, and chlorodiazepoxide. Okay, these drugs are very important under each class. Under the anticonvulsants, diazepam, lorazepam, clonazepam, and clobazam. And under newer drugs, we have zolpidem, which consists of imidazopyridine ring, and zopiclone, which consists of cyclopyrrolone ring, and zalclone. And here we have benzodiazepine inverse agonist, which is dimethoxyethyl carbomethoxycarbone. And under short acting drugs, we have some drugs which represent this total. Okay, Tfal, triazolam, Ofal, oxazepam, and again one more Tfal, temazepam, and Afal, alprazolam, and Alfal, lorazepam. Okay, total. And then here we have non-barbiturates and non-benzodiazepines, buspirone and meprobamate. This buspirone is a azaspiro compound, and meprobamate is a biscarbamate derivative. So now we'll study about the mechanism of action of barbiturates and benzodiazepines. So these drugs' main target is on GABA A receptor. Okay, barbiturates bind on the pockets of alpha and beta units, and the final result will be prolonged. It prolongs the duration of opening the chloride channels. So previously we have seen there are long-acting, short-acting, intermediate-acting, and medium-acting drugs. So if a long-acting drug binds, long-acting barbiturate binds on this alpha and beta units, Then there is a long time of opening of these chloride channels. Okay, for up to 1 hour and 2 hours. Then what happens? There is an influx of chloride ions and it results in hyperpolarization and there is a decrease in excitation. Means there is a depression. It means the person will be somewhat sleepy. Okay, like that, the drugs induces the sleep. And next one is benzodiazepines. And these binding site is in between the alpha and gamma units. Okay, here you can see in between alpha unit and the gamma unit. So whenever these drug binds, what happens? There is an increase in the frequency of opening of chloride channels. Okay, it means the number of times of opening of chloride channels. And this GABA binding site is in between alpha and beta, whereas benzodiazepam binding site is in between alpha and gamma, whereas barbiturates bind on the pockets of alpha and beta. Okay, this is the mechanism of action. Okay, that's it. This is the sedatives and hypnotics. Thank you for watching my video. We will meet in our next video.